Yes, indeed. Hello, family. It is Monday. It is 83 degrees here in St. Louis on September 9th. Yes, indeed. And we made it. Yo, man, I've been sleeping. I've been sleeping so damn good. I mean, if you know anything about me, you know I don't sleep that much. I don't really need that much sleep, but I don't really like to sleep. Can you see or hear me? I might have to restart. Blue screen. You can't see me. You can't hear me. Oh no. Well, if that's the case, then I guess I'll just have to restart. Uh, Hold on. You can see me now? You can see me now. Okay. All right, cool. Well, I don't know what was going on, but we here now, so there's no reason to restart the stream. We made it. We made it. What's going on? We got Distracted Gardener. We got Annie. We got Luke. We got Triple I. We got Ishanti. We got Queen Fritza. Kenny. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? We got Libby in the building. Alonzo. We got Roger. What's going on? But yeah, so like I was saying, it's really been amazing to see, like Joe Biden, his cognitive issues, man, the media was all over that. But when it comes to Donald Trump, who's 78 years old and who we've been watching completely lose his mind, and it's not as if that's being hidden. Pretty much everybody can see it. But oh yeah, yeah, I like that Batman back there. Yeah, appreciate it. Batman's my favorite hero. But when again, like I said, that answer that Trump gave about childcare, where he was like, childcare is childcare and all of that stuff, and he was just rambling. The New York Times like cleaned it up to make it look like that's not actually what he said. Because like there's the media needs something to talk about. You always do. And I've given credit, like when people have segments, oftentimes in their 30 to 50, 60-minute segments that they have, they'll actually break down and do good stuff like Mehdi Hassan, for example. Like his segments, people do stuff like that and it's fine, but at them round tables they just need something to talk about. Like for the whole time that Kamala's been in this race, Trump has just been down, down, down. And then today one poll came out where he's up by 1 point, and it's like, all right, we're gonna talk about this all day. We're gonna talk about this all day because they need something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like, and no, the race is not over at all. But it's like they'll hyper focus on one poll out of 150 that he's losing in, and then they won't talk about the fact that, like, again, Kamala has way more volunteers, she has way more offices open, she has way more money. Kamala got so much money, she's giving it away. You know what I'm saying? So it's just again, not that it's really making that much of a difference. It's just funny to watch because I work in the media. So like I'll be like, y'all could talk about so many things that you're just not talking about. Yes, MSNBC, they talk about it, but like on CNN and New York Times, they'd be like, let's clean up this statement and not really talk about it. And again, I'm not really saying it as if I don't think it's really making that much of a difference. It's just funny to watch. Um, but I mean, like for instance, we'll look at this right here. We'll look at this right here. Like when it comes to actual campaigning, what you do on the ground, the offices that you have open, that's really what matters more than anything else. Um, and that's how well, that's a lot of how Hillary Clinton lost in 2016. She just really didn't run a good ground game at all. Um, so here we look at some more number breakdowns in terms of offices and volunteers and stuff like that. Republican officials are raising the alarm that Donald Trump's campaign has invested far fewer resources for its voter turnout operation in battleground states than previous presidential election races. And we talked about too, Donald Trump is kind of like telegraphing to the world that he's going to try to, not certify the election. Like, oh, well, I'm probably going to lose. So I'm going to call foul when it's all over because he's not slick enough to do it covertly. The Republican National Committee once envisioned an extensive field operation for the 2024 election, including having about 90 staffers in the must-win state of Pennsylvania. That's what they envisioned for it. And we'll get to they wanted 90 staffers in Pennsylvania. Kamala and Tim Walz have 375 in Pennsylvania alone. So again, like you see the stark difference in how people go about really, really winning versus only relying on stuff that you can say over the airwaves. So again, this is really what it boils down to. Um, and it's good that they're doing it. They've apparently learned many lessons. But the Trump campaign scrapped those plans when it took over the RNC in March, redirecting the focus on field operations to combating supposed voter fraud and pursuing a twin voter turnout strategy of relying on several political action committees and ardent Trump volunteers. See again, like it's basically just the position of, oh, we're just gonna take it. Like we're probably gonna lose, so we'll just take it when we do. So like there's not even in terms of the strategy that they're putting forth, it's like they're not really even trying to get out the vote. And I mean, you can see that with everything that he does when he loses his mind. But overall, his general message is nothing other than I'm a victim and oh my God, the immigrants are coming. You know what I'm saying? Like that's pretty much the only thing that that Donald Trump has to say is, "Oh my God, the immigrants are coming." But again, the reality is that Donald Trump. Today one poll came out where he's up by 1 point, but all the other polls, this dude is down by 6, down by 5, down by 7, down by 9, down by 11. Voter registration is up 175%. Like that's the reality of the election, and a lot of that has to do with stuff like this, actually getting out and talking to people. Like this really isn't even a competition anymore. It's really not. And there's no Donald Trump is not going to he's not going to turn things around at the debate tomorrow. He's just going to say a bunch of dumb BS and he's going to be like, "Oh my God, the immigrants are coming. The immigrants are going to steal everything. They're terrorizing the streets. They're making everything so dangerous." And that message is not like that is there's no real way for you to bring new people into your voting block when you're saying stuff like that, because now Donald Trump is the old man. Joe Biden was the old man before, but now Trump's the old man. He's like, "Oh my God, racism, racism, racism." Brr. And that's all he has to say. In response to reporting for this story, the Trump campaign said their field operation is larger than the RNC's in 2022, which had 350 staffers in battleground states and 50 in Pennsylvania. So that was 350 in battleground states total. They said theirs is bigger than that, but they didn't provide numbers for it. And then again, there's 375 staffers just in the state of Pennsylvania alone. So there's just like there's not and they're being Republicans don't have as much money or anything along those lines. It's like it's just I've never seen such a quick collapse. And like we've talked about before, Donald Trump's biggest problem is that he's Donald Trump. Like, if Republicans would have just went with somebody else, they wouldn't be in this same position at all. I mean, I don't know exactly how it would have turned out in terms of like who Joe Biden would have went against if he would have dropped out. We don't know any of that. But what's obvious is that what people have been saying for years about Donald Trump being the Republican nominee is it's obviously true. We've been watching him for 9 years and there's nothing new to see with him. You know what I'm saying? So it's really amazing to watch just this complete collapse of not just Trump but the Republican Party as a whole. And they're not going to be able to move beyond the MAGA branding quickly. They're not going to be able to move past that at all, especially too since we see that they're gearing up to be like, oh, the election was stolen. Don't certify the votes. Trump won the election. They never gonna get over this shit. They're never gonna get over it. Um, but yes, let's see. We're gonna go over some policy stuff in a sec. More policy positions over on Kamala's campaign website, you know. And this is just Frank Luntz says he's never seen a candidate more determined to blow an election than Trump. Again, my question to Frank Luntz and any Republican who's acting surprised or like, oh, Donald Trump, he just can't get it together. When has Donald Trump ever not been this way? I mean, yeah, he's worse now, and it's 9 years later. It's 9 years in, so we're seeing people are just kind of tired of it. But when has Trump not been this way? As I always say, this is the whole reason that Republicans like Donald Trump in the first place is because he's a clown, because he's a fool, because he's racist, because he's sexist. That's why they like him. But now it's not working the same way that it used to. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, oh, we got Mike Boy in the building. Yeah, I don't think I don't I think it's just plain and clear that Republicans should have dumped Trump in 2020. When Trump lost to Joe Biden in 2020, they should have been like, let's try something else. But nah, they ain't want to do that. And now Trump is completely losing his mind on a daily basis. And there's just no stopping it. But yeah, I don't, I don't really Trump at the debate tomorrow. Trump's gonna, oh my God, the immigrants, immigration, oh, they're killing and raping everybody, blah, blah, immigrants. That's all he's gonna say. And Kamala's, I mean, honestly, all Kamala needs to do is not shit herself on stage, and she'll win. That's all she needs to do is not puke all over the podium, and it'll be a wash at worst. You know what I'm saying? But again, Frank Luntz, I ask you, um, why is this surprising to you that Trump is behaving this way? I don't really understand why anybody is surprised at this. He says, I have never seen a candidate more determined to blow an election. Instead of talking about affordability and immigration security, the top public issues, Trump is once again screaming about prosecuting his opponents. That's what he's been doing. When he lost in 2020, oh, I won the election. They cheated. Everybody cheated. There's no way I could have lost it. He's been doing this. Well, I mean, part of his whole thing in 2016 was lock her up, Lock her up. And when he was on the debate stage with Hillary Clinton, who he's now campaigning just like Hillary Clinton, aka not campaigning at all. Um, he said if he was president, she'd be in jail. Like, he's been doing this. So this is what he put out today. He said, cease and desist. I guess it's his own cease and desist. I, together with many attorneys and legal scholars, am watching the sanctity of the 2024 presidential election very closely because I know better than most the rampant cheating and skullduggery. Skullduggery, I like that word. Skullduggery. That's a new one. The cheating and the skullduggery that has taken place by the Democrats in the 2020 presidential election. But it was only a few days ago that you openly, publicly admitted that you lost by a whisker. We lost by a whisker, he said. But now he's right back into saying this. But again, this isn't new. This isn't new. None of this is, I don't even feel like reading the rest of this because it's just the same old BS that he's always saying. It's the same BS he's always saying. And he is behaving the way that he's campaigning, the way that Donald Trump is campaigning is as if he knows he's going to lose. That's how he's acting. You know what I'm saying? But no, this is just this is, I mean, and this is why, like I said a few, like last week, overall throughout the week, we'll talk about this here and there. But for the most part, I'm looking for other stories because there's nothing new to talk about. It's just the same shit every single day. Listen. Donald Trump is doing so bad. He's doing so bad that one poll is a story. That's how bad he's doing. Like, what, I mean, it's just, this shit is boring. This shit is boring. The real that pretty much everybody's just ready to move on from this shit so that we can just move forward. Well, we got Fox News co-hosts beg him to talk to some. Oh, we got to see this. They beg him to talk to some women before the debate. What is that? Oh, he's an idiot. He was out. This Donald Trump. He was because he just lost. He got charged all that money. He got to pay $80 million to E. Jean Carroll for defamation against her. And this dude, it was out talking about how E. Jean Carroll, she wouldn't have been the chosen one. He can't, bro. Like, bro, you just got an $80 million charge because you can't shut up about E. Jean Carroll, and he's still talking about E. Jean Carroll. Like, bro, he's an idiot. I mean, honestly, I don't know. Like, I'm not even interested in the debate. I'm gonna watch it because that's what I do. I have to watch it. But like, why would Kamala do poorly? Why? For what? Like, can she not talk? Can she not answer? Yes, she can speak. Yes, she can answer questions. She's intelligent. You might not like all of her policy positions. That's perfectly fair. That's perfectly fair for you to not be on board with whatever she stands for. But I mean, there's no reason to think that, oh, she's not going to do well. Of course, yes, she's going to do fine. Donald Trump is the one who has everything to lose. He's the one. He got way more to lose than her because everybody's looking at him like he's the old man and he's the clown. So anything that he does that's weird is going to be talked about. Again, all Kamala got to do, all she got to do is not shit her pants and she'll be just fine. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I like that word skullduggery. That's the a Trump W for the day. You brought skullduggery into the zeitgeist, so now we can start using that. But yeah, this is so boring now. But let's see what the Fox people have to say. They said they want Trump to talk to some women before the debate. So let's see, because I haven't watched this.
Kaylee, you as someone who's prepped for these debates, break it down for us. Just prior to this block, you said she has to win tomorrow night. So tell us
Yeah.
what that would look like and what it would look like. How could she lose?
The stakes are high for her, and she knows this. They're even strategizing about how she will shake hands, according to NBC, and if she will shake hands. They have Philippe Reines in a Trump costume, basically, with a red tie, mimicking him, imitating him. And they're worried. One advisor told NBC that she's over-preparing and that they're overcooking her. And they said part of the reason they're taking this.
I don't even want to listen to this bullshit. Like again, like it's just it's so clear. It's so clear. Like what is I like I don't even like what is there even to talk about? Like, oh no, like bro, Donald Trump has been losing since 2020. He's been losing. Like what do you think he and when I say you, I mean anybody out there. Like, what is he gonna do that we haven't seen? Is he all of a sudden gonna get smart? No, because he's not smart. He's stupid. He ain't he like I'm so tired of talking about this shit. I'm so tired of talking about this bullshit. If you can't tell. Like I damn near am gonna like because like yeah tomorrow we talking about a whole lot of other stuff because it's so boring. This is so boring. All that has happened, all that has happened since Biden dropped out of the race is Trump has gone down. That's all that's happened. That's it. I'm tired of talking about this shit. I'm tired of talking about it. You know what I'm saying? And again, you know, like whether it be last month, she raised over $200 million more than he did. She got so much money, she giving it away. The voter registration is through the roof on the Democratic side, whether it be the youth vote, the women vote, black women, Latinos, like swing state after swing state poll. Okay, there's like three polls where she's up by one or down by one, but in all the rest, she's up by 6 or 5 or 9. She has 375 offices open in Pennsylvania alone versus Donald Trump, who won't release his numbers, but they said they want more than 50. Like, what is there to talk about? What is there to talk about? Like, y'all just show up to the polls. Just show up to the polls and let's just get this shit over with so that we can start focusing on getting some stuff done. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some shit done. And let's focus on these down ballot races. Let's focus on local politics because this shit is just so boring. We got Lady F and T with the thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Hold on, we got CMDR, we got Liz, we got DJ Black, we got Andrew, we got Kenny. Who else we got? We got Cora, we got Snack Panther, Wishful Thinking. Look at that. Thank you so much. We got Sanja. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody. Thank you. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you everybody for rocking with me on this Monday. But yeah, nah, that we gonna have, man, tomorrow. I mean, obviously, the debate is tomorrow, so we'll talk a little bit about that. But I'm gonna be on the lookout for just better stuff to talk about. Yeah, like I'm literally I'm exiting off of like everything I have pulled up. Something that Trump said because it's the same shit he's always saying. It's just the same BS he always talking about. Trump talking about Nancy Pelosi's like Nancy Pelosi's husband. We got some stuff for the California wildfires we'll talk about. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking up more info on ballot measures, the ballot initiatives around the country that are going on. See if we can find some more polling on down ballot elections and stuff like that. We got better stuff to talk about, man. Let's get into these wildfires. Yeah, I'm really. Oh, we got Rodney from St. Peters, Missouri. But brother, I am in St. Louis. I'm in St. Louis, so we not far away. Oh yeah, Donald. I mean, we everybody gonna be watching the debate tomorrow. Everybody gonna watch it. But you know, for anybody who's hoping or thinking, yeah, I wish the mics were. I wish that they didn't have the mics muted so that he could just So that we could just hold up, Annie. Speaking of that, I'll pull it up because I've been so damn bad. I've been so bad. I'm pulling up my other email address right now, and we gonna get you on here because again, there's just hold on. We got Annie. Do I have this? Which one I got this on? Okay, I got you pulled up. There we go. I got you pulled up. I'm gonna email you as soon as I'm done with this stream. Because again, there's just better stuff to talk about. There just is. Unless something drastic changes, then Kamala's gonna win. Like like what do you want me to say? Like what does anybody want me to say? But yeah, there's better stuff to talk about. Community leadership, different types of programs and initiatives that people all over the country have going on that are helping. For instance, to helping to tutor kids after school, helping to get kids into college programs, helping to invest in local infrastructure programs, universal basic income. That's what we're gonna be on this week. That's what we're gonna be on this week because there's just better stuff to talk about. But Annie, I got you pulled up right now because we got to get you on here, and I do a very bad job with stuff like that because it's just me at the moment. All right, let's talk about these wildfires going on in California. Yes, I'm definitely looking forward to it because again, there's a lot going on. The Snack Panther. I hope I'm right too. And again, obviously, I could be wrong, but from again everything that I'm seeing, it's just like the writings just it's on the wall. And Donald Trump can't keep shooting himself in the foot with a bazooka on a daily basis. I hope I'm right too. I think I am. I think I am, but we will see. Look, at the end of the day, all anybody really needs to do just go vote. Just vote, whether it's voting early or November 5th. Just go vote. That's all you got to do. Uh, because all right, we got swelling wildfires in California and Nevada forced thousands to evacuate. Fast moving wildfires in California and Nevada left tens of thousands of people under mandatory evacuation orders. Numerous structures threatened and air quality impacted Sunday as a dangerous heat wave grips much of the southwestern U.S. Nevada Governor Joe Lombardo declared an emergency Sunday in response to the Davis fires south of Reno, where evacuation orders affected some 20,000 people. California Governor Gavin Newsom proclaimed an emergency in San Bernardino County a day earlier over the line fire, where over 11,000 people were under evacuation orders. Yo, those videos that I've seen of people like where they're on a highway or they're driving through um where they're driving through and it's just nothing but flames on either side. Whoo, man, that's got to be some scary shit, man. I've never experienced anything like that, but man, that's crazy. And again, that's we're gonna be focusing more on the issues because everything else is just the same old BS every single day. Oh, Trump shot himself in the foot again. Oh, you know, of course he did. The uncontained the uncontained line fire is one of seven large blazes in California and 67 large fires burning across the western U.S. as of Monday. Nevada is facing two large fires. The line fire has raised 21,203 acres, threatens more than 35,400 structures. Damn. Fritz, you said one of your friends had to evacuate. Single unit family homes, San Bernardino County, excessive heat warning through Monday evening. The Boyles fire had displaced 4,000 residents. Yo, yep, and it's just gonna keep going, and we going into hurricane season too. So we gonna have all types of updates about that. Oh man, look, that's really pretty. Even though it's whatever the fires are, that's really beautiful. Okay, let's see. I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about this. No, like again, oh, this is hilarious. I have to troll Nate Silver real quick. I have to troll Nate Silver real quick. This is one of the worst. Nate Silver, God, what kind of an opinion? What is this? Nate Silver declares Harris blew a big opportunity by not making Josh Shapiro her running mate. No one is even talking about this anymore. Man, again, people in the media's job more than anything is to push narratives and to drama. Like, who is saying this? No, she picked the best person she could have picked. Not even not because I'm a progressive and I like progressive policies, but because look at the evidence. Look at how well he's polling. Look at how much people like him. Look at how impactful and effective he is. Josh Shapiro was showing signs that he may have dragged her down in certain ways. No. What is this? He says election analyst Nate Silver declared that Vice President and Democratic presidential nominee Harris blew a big opportunity by not picking Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro to be her running mate. Okay, what does he have to say? He said Harris has flip flopped on some of these positions, like on Medicare for All and decriminalizing border crossings, but flip flopping may explain why Harris has been weirdly reluctant to do media hits or articulate policy specifics. Okay, whatever. Back to Josh Shapiro. This strategy may have worked when she was. What is he talking about? Okay, so here he says, but Harris also blew one big opportunity to tack to the center with her selection of Tim Walz rather than Josh Shapiro. Again, this is just bad political analysis because she's already tacking to the center for instance, she's tacking to the center with some of her tax policy positions, whether it be the capital gains tax. She wants that at 28% versus Biden, who wanted it at like 39% or something like that. She is not trying to ban fracking. She doesn't want to do that. Like, so she's already tacking to the center. Also, I mean, look at all the Republicans who have come out to endorse her to say that they're going to vote for her. So she's already tacking to the center. Josh Shapiro would not have. Yes, this is his opinion. I'm just kind of trolling him right now to show you that not that y'all don't know, but just because people have big names does not mean that their opinions are in line with the general public. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, exactly. Exactly, Mike Boy. Kamala has already tacked to the center, and like this wouldn't have helped her with groups that she needs. So this is just bad analysis right here, and that's really kind of what you want to pay attention to. This guy's supposed to be a guru, and he does stuff with polling, but like last week he's like, oh, Kamala's going to win it today, despite the fact that there's really no evidence to suggest this. Today he's like, oh, my I tinkered with the numbers, and my new model shows that Trump's going to win in a landslide electorally. Like, first and foremost, I don't know what the hell you're basing this on, Nate, but you could have fooled literally everybody. And two, there's a lot of room to doubt this when you think stuff like this. So again, like these people, a lot of what their job is to do is to keep the drama alive. But no, that's just bad political analysis. It just is. Kamala Harris is a very standard corporate Democrat. You know what I'm saying? She's a very centrist Democrat. You know what I'm saying? So well, Booker, like likely, I think that because whether not even just from her polling, but what we started off with in today's stream, which we cutting way short because God, I just don't want to talk about this shit that much. Um, whether it be the polling in these states, she has more staffers, she has more offices. Like She's trying to win. When Donald Trump is like, everything that Donald Trump is doing is suggesting that he's already accepted defeat, and what he's going to try to do is steal the election. That's how he's acting. Whether it be the stuff every day he says something to suggest, I know I'm going to lose, and unless I win, then then they cheated. He's barely campaigning. All he's doing is golfing. So yeah, I mean, I think that we should trust the data that we're looking at. He's not even trying to win. Um, but yeah, that was just very, very bad. Very, very bad stance. So a very bad stance. But yeah, no, very short stream today, even shorter than I thought. Even shorter than I thought. I thought we was gonna get close to an hour, but I just exited off. So I'm like, I don't want to talk about this shit anymore, man. Um, Annie, let's get you on here either this later this week or next week if possible. I'm about to email you right now after I get off of this. Um, and that well, Teddy, Nate Silver changes his opinion on a weekly basis. So next week he'll be like, "Oh, Kamala's going to win." Like every other week, Nate Silver changes his mind, which again is a good indication that you don't really know that much about what you're speaking on, because if you did, you wouldn't be changing your mind all the time. Um, but do I think Melania will divorce Trump if he loses? Shit. Who knows? I have no idea. Probably, maybe not. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no clue. No idea. Of course, I didn't watch. I know I did watch the documentary yet. No men beyond this point. But no, Andy, I'm about to email you now. That cuts our stream short today. We're gonna talk about more interesting things throughout the week, and yeah, we'll get into community politics. We'll get into community politics. Now, y'all have a fantastic evening, and I will see you tomorrow.